Good morning, students. How are you? Hope you are staying safe at your home. So, in the previous video session, we have discussed about the features of scientific management and the principles of scientific management. In today's video session, we will start with the techniques of scientific management. So, the first technique of scientific management is functional foremanship. So functional foremanship is that technique which is contradictory to the principle given by Henry Fayol, that is unity of command, and it is a complementary to the principle given by Henry Fayol, that is division of work. So according to functional foremanship, the whole organization should be divided into two parts, that is planning and production. Planning department should be free from production and production should be free from planning, and under both the departments there are four bosses. So it means that the worker should get the guidance from the 8 boss. Since all the required qualities could not be found in a single person, Taylor proposed 8 specialists in the factory setup. The objective is to have the benefit of specialization. So the objective of functional foremanship is to have a benefit of specialization so that we will get the advantage of specialization. So according to functional foremanship, the whole organization should be divided into two parts, that is planning and production. Under planning, there are 4 bosses named route clerk, instruction card clerk, time and cost clerk, and discipline officer. Under production officer, there are 4 bosses: gang boss, speed boss, repair boss, and inspector. So route clerk will define the route, or it will define the sequence that how the task will be performed. Instruction card clerk will give the instructions to the employees, or give the instructions to the workers that how they have to perform the work. Time and cost clerk will maintain the time and cost sheet, that at what time the worker has started the work and at what time he has completed the work, and they will calculate the cost in that specified period of time. Discipline officer will look after the discipline of the workers. Discipline officer will look after the discipline of the worker. Then under production, there are 4 bosses named gang boss, speed boss, repair boss, and inspector. Gang boss will collect all the resources or collect all the equipments which is required to produce the goods and services. Speed boss will look after the speed of the workers, that whether they are working as per their required speed or not. Repair boss will look after that each and every machinery is in the working condition. अगर किसी मशीनरी को किसी मेंटेनेंस की ज़रूरत है तो वो उसको क्या करते हैं, रिपेयर करते हैं. Then inspector will look after, or inspector will inspect the quality standards of the workers. So planning will not interfere in the production and production will not be interfere in the planning. So the whole worker should be guided by the 8 bosses, that is route clerk, instruction card clerk, time and cost clerk, discipline officer, and gang boss, speed boss, repair boss, and inspector. Second technique comes standardization of work. Standardization of work, as per this technique, standards for different factors should be decided after due deliberation, that there should be standard for men as well as material. यानी कि हर एक चीज़ के लिए क्या होना चाहिए, स्टैंडर्ड होना चाहिए. As per this technique, standards for different factors should be decided after due deliberation. So what is the objective of standardization and simplification? The objective is to maintain the quality standards. हम ये टेक्निक क्यों अडॉप्ट करते हैं, ताकि हम इनकी जो क्वालिटी है उनको क्या कर सकें, मेंटेन कर सकें. If we will use standardized techniques, if we will use standardized raw material, then ultimately the quality standards will be maintained in the organization. Then to set up performance standard of men and machine. Why we use the standardization of work? So that we can set up the performance standard, that how men will be performed and how machines will be performed, or at up to what level the men's will perform and up to what level machines will be performed. So basically the standardization of work focuses on standardized material, standardized machines and tools, standardized method of doing the work, and standardized working condition where the workers had to be worked. So this is the second technique, that is standardization, that there should be standardization of each and everything, whether it is men or whether it is material. Next come the simplification. Third technique come simplification. According to simplification, as per this technique, production should be simplified to the maximum extent. यानी कि जितनी तुम्हारी प्रोडक्ट लाइन, जितना तुम्हारा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्ट्रक्चर क्या होएगा, सिंपल होएगा, उतना ही तुम्हारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए वो क्या होएगा, बेटर होएगा. सो देयर शुड बी सिंप्लीफिकेशन इन ईच एंड एवरीथिंग इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. So what is the objectives? What is the objective of simplification? That is to eliminate unnecessary diversity of products in the form of types, quality, size, weights, etc. यानी कि अगर कुछ ऐसी unnecessarily आपने product line expand कर रखी है या qualities expand कर रखी हैं, size कर रखे हैं, weights कर रखे हैं, types कर रखे हैं, तो आपको उन सभी को क्या करना है, eliminate करना है. You should not make your organization complex. You should make your organization as simple as possible so that you will get maximum benefit, you will get maximum profit out of it. Then to bring down the labor cost. So what is the main objective of simplification? That you have to minimize your cost, whether it is a labor cost, whether it is a maintenance cost, or whether it is a raw material cost. So your process should be as simple as possible. So please watch this video very carefully, because in this video we have discussed about 3 techniques, that is functional foremanship, standardization, and third one is simplification. So please watch this video very carefully, and if you have any query, I will sort out in your tomorrow's Google Meet session. Thanks and have a nice day.